What's up, stranger friends? Welcome back to my channel. Today is another cooking video in partnership with Purple Carrot, which I'm so excited about because I love Purple Carrot to death. If you guys don't know what Purple Carrot is, it is a 100% plant-based meal delivery service. So how Purple Carrot works is you get 3 meals a week, so you get to choose from the website a selection of a high protein choice meal, a chef's choice, which is more gourmet, and then you have your quick and easy, which are the 30-minute and under recipes. You can now mix and match your choices, so you're not just limited to each one of those categories, and you can also swap out ingredients. If, let's say, you don't like cilantro, then you don't have to get the cilantro. What I love about Purple Carrot is that there's no commitment whatsoever. You can skip a delivery if you want, and you can cancel at any time. Plus, it's free shipping. Like, it doesn't get much better than this. And like I said in my last Purple Carrot video, if you haven't seen that one, you should definitely go check it out because the recipes are just mwah, some of my favorite recipes. I still make them to this day. I've like memorized them all and I've gotten them down to a T. It's pretty impressive actually. But like I was saying in the beginning of that video, Purple Carrot is not just for vegans. This is for anybody that is just wanting to incorporate more vegetables, plants. We all know vegetables are good for us. So if you feel like your diet is lacking or you're wanting to lose weight or you're just wanting to be a little healthier, then this is the perfect choice for you. So if this is something that interests you, all of the info will be in the down bar as well as a discount code. So I really hope you give it a try, and that is all I have to say. Thank you so much for sitting through this intro, and on to the delicious food. The first dish is called tempeh vegetable korma, and to get started, we're just going to add some basmati rice to boiling water and a pinch of salt. Then you're going to peel and thinly slice the carrot, and make sure you get a bigger carrot when you do this, a thicker one. The one we got was kind of weak, not gonna lie, I made it a little bit harder. But then you're going to toss the green beans and sliced carrots with some vegetable oil, some salt and pepper, give them a good toss, and then throw them in there for about 8 to 10 minutes until they're nice and tender. At this point, the rice should be done and nice and fluffy, so we're just going to set that aside for later. Now we're just going to cut the tempeh into 1/2-inch cubes, and then we're going to roughly chop the onion, ginger, and garlic, which I ended up just mincing into the pot, but I don't think it made that big of a difference. So you're just going to finely chop those vegetables for the korma sauce, and for that you're just going to place a large pot over medium-high heat with 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. I've been using grapeseed oil for this entire video. And then we're going to add the chopped onion and ginger and also the garlic, which I minced, and you're supposed to chop, but whatever, it's same thing pretty much. Then you're going to add some salt and pepper, or a lot of pepper if you're like me, and give it a good stir. Let it cook for about 30 seconds until it's fragrant, and then you're going to add the curry powder, garam masala, diced tomatoes, and coconut milk. Stir it all together, and oh my god, this sauce is so good, you have no idea. Then you're going to give that a good stir. I just said that. You're going to cover it and cook that korma sauce until it is thickened, which is about 5 to 8 minutes. Then we're going to add that to a blender or food processor and blend it until it's smooth. Add another tablespoon of oil to a large skillet over medium-high heat, and then add the cubed tempeh and a pinch of salt. Cook the tempeh for about 3 to 5 minutes until it's lightly browned. Then add the agave, toss it again, and cook for another minute. Add a tablespoon of water to the skillet to deglaze and then remove from the heat. And after that, the dish is complete. All you have to do is plate up and serve. This recipe took no time at all. It was super easy to make, and most importantly, it tastes delicious. Next up on the menu is the Basque potato soup with hearts of palm. So to get started, we are just going to peel and dice the onion, trim, de-seed, and dice the green bell pepper, and then dice the potato into 1/2-inch pieces. Then we're going to thinly slice the scallion and peel and mince the garlic. To start the soup, place a large pot over medium-high heat with 1 tablespoon of oil. Add the onions and peppers and half of the minced garlic to the pot and cook that until it's softened but not browned. Then add the chopped potatoes and some smoked paprika. Add 2½ cups of water, bring to a simmer, and cook until the vegetables are tender, about 13 to 15 minutes. To make the crostini, we're going to set the oven to broil on low, half the ancient grain roll lengthwise, and drizzle 2 teaspoons of olive oil or whatever oil you have over the bread. And yes, I used a little bit more than recommended, but that's okay. Then you're just going to sprinkle with some salt and throw those in the oven for about 2 to 3 minutes until they're nice and brown. Now we're going to go back to the soup and reduce the heat to low, add the hearts of palm and 2 teaspoons of the white balsamic vinegar. Then we're going to cover that and keep it warm on low heat. Now we're going to switch gears gears and make the roux. So we're gonna add the remaining garlic, some white balsamic vinegar, paella seasoning, and veganaise to a bowl and stir it really well. Oh my god, this sauce, you guys, is so good. It's ridiculous. This is my favorite part of the entire dish. So go ahead and slather that sauce all over the bread, and then you're pretty much done. Go ahead and check on your soup and adjust with some salt if needed, and you are ready to serve. The third and final recipe is going to be crispy quinoa cakes, so no surprise, the first step is getting some quinoa cooked. Then in a small bowl, I'm going to mix the flaxseed meal and 5 tablespoons of water and give it a good stir, and this is going to act as a binder since we're not using egg. Now I'm just roughly chopping the shallot and the garlic. It doesn't have to be super fine because it is going to go into a food processor, so just get those chopped up. Then into the food processor, we are going to add the cooked quinoa, the chopped shallot, the garlic, 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs, and a pinch of salt and pepper, which, yes, I quickly realized as I was pouring that this was way too small and I should have used a bigger one. Not to mention I poured the flax meal mixture in last, which I should have probably done first, and it kind of got stuck and we had to pull one of these moves and try to smush it all down, but eventually it just stopped working on us all together and wouldn't even blend anymore. So we had to switch over to our NutriBullet. Thank God I had that, and it struggled as well, but we made it work. So now with wet hands, I am just forming that quinoa mixture into about 6 cakes, and they're going to be a 1/2 inch thick. Then I'm going to add those cakes to a skillet on medium-high heat with a tablespoon of some vegetable oil, and I'm going to cook them till they're browned, about 2 to 3 minutes per side. And while those are cooking, we can go ahead and make the antipasto. So you're going to add the artichoke hearts, roasted red peppers, red wine vinegar, and 2 teaspoons of olive oil, which I messed up and put a tablespoon. Oops! And you're going to mix that up in a medium bowl and season with some salt and pepper. Then you're going to take your romaine lettuce and cut that in half and place it on the skillet after the quinoa cakes are perfectly golden brown. And once that romaine is charred, you are ready to plate up and serve. Don't forget to drizzle the ranch dressing on the romaine and use it as dipping sauce for the quinoa cakes. And I think my job here is done. I don't even need to say much more. Purple Carrot never disappoints, so highly recommend. I hope you guys enjoy these recipes, and until next time, I will talk to you later. Mwah!